Okay, Mr. Misfit, but I ain't Mr. Fit in months. Did some rich shit by Gucci Pampers for my runs. I get so much, I lose my mind, put on a new one. I guess what they say about the mind, kinda true, huh? A terrible thing to waste. New watch, the color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rats, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My smacker too close to me. One plastic taking my coat from me. I blast it, dope is she on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunderstorms, they told me more than poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Cleveland going up against Abu Dhabi. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go now? And now here is Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
Betts swings and drives one. This one's well struck. And it is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Ozzie Albies
1 ball, no strike.
Stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That one pushed foul.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0. Anthony Santander at the plate. Just off the outside edge. And that's ball 1. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Well struck right field. That's going back. Back some more. And that one is off the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Here's Harper now. And a foul ball. Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
He's good.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And Harper down on strikes. At the plate, Manny Ramirez.
That's a ball.
Misses, and that's ball 1.
1-0. That's a ball.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in. Just
ripped on a line. Ramirez brings it in. Runner tagging from third. The tag gets him, and it's a double play. And here is Seiya Suzuki. Nobody on his team has a better batting average than he does, Siggy. Swing and a miss, strike one. Suzuki in his fourth year hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Japan.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count. Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one ripped left field. Makes the catch up against the wall. Brian Reynolds here.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Yeah, that drops in for a strike. Just missing there. Going to count 1 and 2. That one missed.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Ramirez makes the grab. 2 down. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
The designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Out to short. Lindor throws to first. That is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's Francisco Lindor. That's to third. Mayo zips it to first. 1 out in the second. Now the third baseman, Jake Burger. Going along.
No balls. 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-2.
The next offering misses. And the count 1 and 2.
1-2.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. And that skips in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. In the air, center field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Todd Helton.
The first baseman, Todd Helton.
Waldron back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Lifted in the air, right center field. Betts on the move. 1 away. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. First pitch misses. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitcher's arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
So digging in, Jason Varitek. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball hammered left field, back there. Up against the wall, and brings it in. Top half of the third inning. Here's the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. There's a swing and a drive. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Really nice job to take that inside pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box. Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. On the ground right side. Not in time. He's safe. 1 down. Anthony Santander getting ready to hit. He was late there. Strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Inside. And the count is 1-2. Albies stands at first with 1 out. That's inside.
2-2.
Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. Albies on the move. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Cut out and missed. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So here is Bryce Harper. Just missed.
1-0.
And there's a ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges. Really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
2 outs. Albies on the move. That one ripped. Ramirez makes a move towards the gap. Makes the catch. And bottom of the inning, Gleyber Torres up to the plate.
The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Harper hauls it in, and there's one away.
Well, that's what he's looking for with the fastball above the zone. A swing and miss or weak contact.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives don't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Kobe Mayo at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Manny Ramirez. That one fouled off. Ramirez measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
That's a ball.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto with the strikeout. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And the slider just misses. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now it's even 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the third baseman, Jake Burger. 0 for 1 so far. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Into the second deck it goes, and they add on. It's 4-0. Raleigh now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two down, nobody on. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. 0-2 now. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss at 96. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Suzuki checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Way high.
2-1.
Smoked on the ground a second. Albies over to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. B-Ray coming to the plate now. Fly to left his first time. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0 balls,
1 out, base is empty. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't exactly square that one out, but sometimes you don't have to. Got kind of tied up on that one inside, but he was able to sneak it up the middle of the diamond because he stayed through it. That's not an impressive exit velo by any means, but I still think that's an impressive swing.
So Blair takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Ground ball left side, and that one finds its way through. And now 2 aboard.
Back-to-back base hits. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Next to hit, Todd Helton. And first offering is fouled off. And it's fouled away. Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty. So first and second with 2 outs. Next to hit, Manny Ramirez. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. This one in the dirt.
0-2.
And delivers outside. First and second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that'll do it. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set for the
the
start of the
Gamblers,
inning.
the
And now the center fielder, Dylan Cruz. Yamamoto back to work. Late on that fastball.
So hard to touch.
0-1.
I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
So the batting order turns over. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. And ball one. Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
The batter number one. Second
Here
baseman,
is Ozzie Albies up to hit. That one's in there. 0-1. Sliced hard but foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
A couple of singles back to back. Really protected with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Reynolds on the run. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away down. Bryce Harper to the plate.
The first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Ball one there.
Ball.
Betts at second. Albies at first. 2 out of the inning. Next offering is in for a strike. Rip to third. They get the force, and that is the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Jason Varitek. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safely into third with a leadoff triple. Runner at third, nobody out. Here is Gleyber Torres. In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays put at third. Right side. Betts pulls it down, and there's one away. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. And first offering is fouled off. One away with a runner at third. Last half of inning number 5.
0-2.
And they tag him out. And that one hammered. That's not coming back. A gigantic blast. It's 4-1. Swung on, belted. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's going to roll to the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Coming home. Save. He comes all the way around for an inside the park home run. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. That's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now it's Frankie Lindor. 0 for 2 in this one.
Lindor.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. One gone, runner at first. Now the third baseman, Jake Burger. Late with the swing there.
0-1. That's a ball.
Lindor leads off first with one away. That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Runner.
Lindor on the move. In the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Heads up base running right there.
Out to short. Sends it to first. 2 away. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Late on that fastball.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly.
Well, looked at the fastball. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Ryan Reynolds. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back. Long gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-3. Jorge Soler digs in now. 1 for 2.
Now pitching.
Mark Davis taking over on the mound.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the bottom of the 6th. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Todd Helton.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 1. Just missed. And there's a strike on the outside corner. 2-1 now. Just missed.
3-1.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Manny Ramirez will hit next. Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
0-2.
Headed towards the corner. That one is gone. He hammers one out to right. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 5-4. One down. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jason Varitek. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next offering is down low. Still only 1 out here in the inning. cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
1 and 2's the count. That's low. That's a ball.
Caught him looking for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Gleyber Torres. And first offering is fouled off. Hit in the air, left field. Nabs it, and that is that. Top of inning number 7. Here's the center fielder. Dylan Cruz.
Now pitching. Griffin.
Suzuki running hard for it. Just missed it. Here's Mookie now. He's already homered in this game.
Now batting, the right fielder, Mookie Betts.
And it's fouled off. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and it's 1 and 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7.
Pitcher having a pretty tough time getting that swing and miss. 3rd foul ball in a row.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Ozzie Albies now at the plate. Fought off foul. Jax, 30 years old now, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Looking to get the tying run on base. Reynolds gets under it. Brings it in. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. And now number 94. Blake Treinen on to pitch here.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game. You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
That one missed.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that one fouled off. And a base hit up the middle. And a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like...
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. He's safe. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So up next, Seiya Suzuki. Just missed.
1-0.
Up the middle, Albies to first, and that is out number 2. Now, Ryan Reynolds. He's already homered here in this one.
Reynolds.
This one in the air. Berger under it. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. For the top of the 8, leading off, Anthony Santander.
Now pitching, Mark Davis.
And fouled off. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike. And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swings through that one. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Strike 2. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Outside low. Now 1-2. Hit in the air, center field. Reynolds gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out. So digging in, Manny Ramirez.
The left fielder, number 24, Manny Ramirez.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it. Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
That misses the zone. Ball 1. Ramirez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Good eye in that spot.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
He's under it. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the DH. Jorge Soler. Trying it. Back to work. He swings and fouls one off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And that's a check swing and a ball in the dirt. 1-2 to count. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Nice job at drawing.
Aroldis Chapman into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now a chance for Todd Helton. And that is out of play. And the lefty with the 0-1. And that one is popped in the air. Shallow center. Lindor makes the play. Throw behind the runner. And they've got him doubled off. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And that's down and away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
The catcher, number 33.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Varitek. High in the air, out to right. Betts snags it, and that will end the inning. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Jake Burger.
Mason Miller.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Yeah.
Swings and misses.
1-1.
That's strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's
No,
even
that
up.
missed.
That's a
the ball.
really good take.
2 and 2.
And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Here's the catcher to hit, Cal Raleigh. That one at triple digits.
Well, this is just
It's
par for the
0-1.
course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Just amazing
No
to me
ball,
how
2
many
strikes.
closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Up and in. Now 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Breaking ball
That's a
misses
ball.
down and away.
2 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. Cruz,
Yeah.
the batter now as he swings and misses for strike
0
one.
and 1.
Pitch misses.
1-1.
And that is ball one. They're
Right
down to
field.
their final strike.
1 and 2.
Miller is just 1 strike away. Fouls it off, still 1 and 2. And it drops in. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's
Reynolds. That's the ball game. Close.